Another one? What's with these guys?
Hello everyone and welcome to Red United TV. It's your boy Avorin Spicer. We are back at it again with the catch-up. Of course, another week for Manchester United fans. As we draw nearer and nearer to the Premier League starting, nearer and nearer to the season started. Of course, there was the seasonal opener of the Community Shield where Crystal Palace, aka my South London team, you get me, South London and proud, beat Liverpool on penalty shootout to be FA Community champions. But yet we're here to discuss Manchester United because Manchester United played against Friorentina on the weekend and ended up drawing. We'll discuss that. Biggest news, Benjamin Sesko signing for Manchester United over the weekend on Saturday, presented to the Old Trafford fan. It's looking good for Manchester United in the transfer window. Looking good, but can do a lot of improvement in terms of goalkeepers and midfielder. But that's what we're here to talk about. Carlos Baleba has been linked with a move to Manchester United. Donnarumma, the PSG goalkeeper, the Mr. Champions League winner himself, European Champions Cup winner himself as well, has been linked to Manchester United. And we're here to talk about it. We are here to talk about it. And of course, Rasmus Purin as well, who's going to get forced to sell. If we've got time for him, I think we spoke enough about that guy last week. So we probably had enough of talking to him until there's an actual transfer bid coming for Rasmus. But it is what it is, guys. You make guys sit down, relax, well, smash that like button, share across all social media platforms, get yourself involved in the comments as well, interact with us. We'll discuss everything Manchester United. And let me just bring you my, of course, panel. Ems who's in the building. The rest will join as we stream accordingly. Ems!
Yo.
What's up, bro?
I'm good.
Yes, you're good indeed, man. Yeah, we don't know if your brother in Uche will come and rescue you and defend you, but I know you can hold it down, man. It's only me and you right now.
He'd been saying some questionable things. I don't know right now. I might have to disconnect.
Yeah, for those who don't know, we in the group chat, Uche was backing Onana, backing his mistakes. It was wild. It was a wild conversation. I don't know what legs he had to stand on, but I don't believe he had any legs to stand on when it comes to Onana's error. It is what it is, man. Some people see more than what we see, you know. They see the positive.
Different angles.
Beauty is of the eye of the beholder.
It's a good saying, you know.
It's true, isn't it? Well, unfortunately, I don't know what beauty he's seeing, but it is what it is, man. But yes, let's talk about it. Manchester United.
That you or me?
Possibly you.
Hold on,
I've
one
got
second.
headphones on.
Put mine in. So
As I was saying to those who are watching, Manchester United playing against Fiorentina, drawing against Fiorentina as well on Saturday with the unveiling of Benjamin Sesko. Manchester United won, Fiorentina won. Manchester United conceded the first goal from a poor set piece that they didn't even defend it. I was wondering where the hell are the defenders? What are they doing? Where are they looking at, bro? Are you guys alive? Stay alert, you know. And Ems, I'll say this now: if we take this type of defending for set pieces against Arsenal on Sunday, we're gonna get eaten live. We
yeah, man.
will.
Yeah, man. I think we got major problems, man. I don't know. So just the system don't look right. The players, I don't know, man. I just think I know the goal didn't come from the system, but I just think 4-3-3 with the players we got works, man. I don't know. I feel like we forcing Wilmo to play in the 10. Would you rather come out wide? I don't know. But for me, the game's very worrying because we're still struggling to make chances. But we'll see what's his name? Benjamin Sesko, see if he can, change the way we play up front. We might have someone that's actual focal point and that can, do things that our number 9 previously last season couldn't do. So for me, it's just I don't know. I'm just proper concerned, man. I I don't know. I think we are gonna suffer. And like I was saying in the WhatsApp group chat a couple of days ago, I think we're gonna suffer. We're more likely maybe to scrape. Maybe we'll scrape more results than we did last season. But I do think, mate, that our first 5 games is gonna define the manager. So I don't know, man. It's scary, man. I don't know if you feel the same way I'm feeling. You might be more optimistic than me, but with what I've seen in that game tells me, mate, we have issues, man. Centre mid, the goalkeeper, who plays in the so-called back three. Like I don't know. There's a lot of a lot of questions rather than answers.
Yeah, yeah, I can literally agree with you with the things that you said. I am a bit worried. That midfield of ours is just shocking and horrible, man. Just so open at times. People are just running through our midfield, and I'm sorry, and I've got to say this: the manager needs to stop picking Bruno Fernandes and Casemiro in that double pivot because that double pivot ain't gonna work. It's not gonna work with Casemiro. I just personally think that Casemiro doesn't have the legs to run up and down and track
And
back.
this is what I'm saying. Yeah, sorry to cut you. This is what I'm saying. You're putting a player that cannot get around the pitch in a two. You're basically exposing his abilities. So either, like you said, they don't play him and they play someone with legs, or you're gonna have to change your his favorite system.
Yeah, and it's either bringing Baleba, which we'll talk about later on in that midfield, or just not try Casemiro. I have to question why did we sign Ugarte? I thought Ugarte was meant to be that ball winning hungry man that just chases balls, no diddy. You know, just keeps chasing.
I see.
No, but seriously, why did we sign him? Because again, last season I know he was settling in, but I would have thought for now, this season going into it, it will be either Ugarte with Bruno Fernandes or not Bruno, or just Ugarte and Kobe Mainoo. Someone, both players who can run around the pitch and cover a lot of ground, transitions and not lose the ball, keep the ball. But
But
sadly,
like
he just keeps on sticking with the Casemiro and Bruno thing. Didn't
bro,
he not learn from the Europa League final?
I personally think the midfielders we got are not set to play two in midfield. All of them, every single one of them. Bruno is the 10 that plays in the single 10. Manu needs to play on the left of a midfield three. Casemiro can be the defensive mid. Igate is probably the same. So we actually do not have any midfielders that can actually play in a two. But then I do think, honestly, them players actually got lazy and just think, oh, you can only play centre mid. I can only do one role instead of doing multiple roles. As we saw back in the day when we used to play 4-4-2 and Keane and Scholes would do everything. So I don't know. I don't know if it's they don't want to do it or if they can do it.
I don't think Casemiro can. I
Yeah,
don't
that's
think he
fair.
can.
Got the legs.
I know he looks fit and he looked like he lost the weight. He looks amazing. But I'm telling you, man, when you don't have the legs, you don't have the legs. You can work the legs out as much as you can, but when they're past that age of 30,
You see, you gotta be you gotta be adaptable. Like, I don't want to bring up Sir Alex Ferguson, but I remember when Roy Keane was getting to, was he 34, 35? He started playing a midfield three. He had Fletcher and Scholes and Keane to supplement the legs that Keane don't have. So sometimes you gotta protect your better players. If you want them to be in the team, you need to protect them.
yeah. Big up Jerome, man. We're just discussing the Man United game, the 1-1 draw. What's your take on that game as well?
Yeah, I watched the highlights literally today, like 2-3 minute highlights. So you will probably give a better perception of the game than I can. But obviously, it was more just to get more fitness in the legs and for Ewan to experiment on the team further, obviously, because the season, I think it starts for us next Sunday against Arsenal. Also, De Gea got his good send-off, which he should have had before he left, because he left quite abruptly under ETH and the old regime. So it's good that he got his reception. It's good to get the new signings out, give them a good welcome from the crowd, make them feel at home and stuff. So that was good. In terms of the game itself, I saw the first goal. The first goal was quite laughable, to be honest. I had to rewind it to find out why was this. I can't remember who scored, but why was he just unmarked and just able to take a free shot at goal? So you can't even blame the keeper for that, because no keeper saving that, the way the ball was positioned. But it had a pre-season feel to it, and obviously as soon as you went a goal behind, it seems like we kind of stepped it up a bit. And there was some good passes of play. I did see some good play from Mason Mount as well, surprisingly, and some good touches from Cunha and then Bembo as well. So I'm excited to see them once they're fully match fit and raring to go. I saw some flashes from Ahmed as well. I think he just needs to improve on his finishing. Once he does that, then he'll be a great asset for us. I think he'll stay on the right. I think he'll do the right wing back, because we've got a lot of 10s at the moment. So it's almost like we're trying to squeeze a lot of players in. I know you guys are going to get fed up with me saying this, but we should have sold Bruno and got that 100 M's in. Because I was watching Bruno play, and it just looks like he's just in the way. It looks like he's not needed, like, for our evolution. Like, he's just going to be shoehorned in the midfield, and that might cost Amorim. But obviously, that's another topic in itself. But it's clear to see that we need reinforcements in midfield. There's just something missing there, and we just don't have the personnel to take us forward in that area. And I think that's been clear to see in all the preseason games that we played so far. But in terms of our forward options, we look a lot better. I'm definitely more confident in our forward areas now. I think, like, we've more or less got that patterned up now. So it's just all about them just getting to know each other more. Hopefully 4 or 5 games in. Maybe after the first international break in September, maybe from there we'll start to see the forward areas flourish, hopefully. Because obviously we've got tough games before then, isn't it? 3 of the top 4 or 3 of the top 5. So you can't put too much pressure on them to start flourishing in them tough games. But obviously we've got the equaliser. I don't like it was an own goal, corner in from Bruno. I can't believe they're gonna really just keep Bruno in set pieces next season. As I said, that's another topic. But
Agenda FC.
it looked like an own goal from what I saw. It's quite difficult to see who actually scored, because no one really celebrated or took ownership of that goal. But a goal is a goal at the end of the day. And then after that, we were creating quite a few chances. I know I only saw highlights, but from those highlights, they were just showing United creating chances. So, as I said, it was good to see that we're more fluid in attack. And that's something that we can look forward to in the coming season. Obviously, the game finished 1-1. De Gea got his standing ovation when he got subbed off, which was good to see. Obviously went to penalty shootouts, which is more or less like a lottery. And it didn't really mean much, to be honest, once the game was drawn 1-1. All of our players took their penalties well. And it's good to see mainly Stockport, local lad, scored the winner. Even though it wasn't that to shout about, it was just good that we were confident and just converted all our penalties, because, you know, penalties is like something that just gets a bit jarring, isn't it, when players miss. But everyone was confident. Obviously, no pressure. Pre-season Perlo settings. Everyone just placed their penalties in, well taken. And that was that, really. 5-4 on penalties. Now, I don't know if we've got any more games before Arsenal, but it'll be good to see if we could squeeze another game if there was one. Maybe some behind the closed doors games and stuff, because it'll be good to get another 2 games in before Arsenal. But all in all, finished unbeaten in pre-season. And it's all right now. It's just all about getting a couple more additions and hopefully central midfielder and a new goalkeeper. Because as of now, even though we're looking good in attack, the team's still not ready, and it needs those 2 positions need urgent attention.
Absolutely, man. I'm sure. I'm not sure you watched the game on Saturday. Manchester United during 1-1. What's your thoughts on it? And who impressed you in that game? If you're still with us, you're back now. Yeah, what was your thoughts on that game, and who impressed you in that game against Fiorentina, if you happen to watch it? Well, speaking to you, Amok.
Amok, can you hear us?
Oh. He can't hear us, bro. I don't know. Yeah.
It's a connection, bro.
I know. It's peak out here. This the connection in Sierra Leone, bro.
Oh, is it Sierra Leone?
No, I'm joking.
No, I'm joking.
It's Sierra Leone. Yeah. Amok, man, it's your turn. It's your time, bro. What's your thoughts on that game against Friorentina? And who impressed you out of the Manchester United players as well?
Oh,
we can't hear you. We can't hear you. Put yourself on mute. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think collectively, everyone impressed me, all the players. But obviously, they're still lacking certain things. Like what I think is missing is the the connection and that chemistry. It's there because I saw little passes in the middle between Baleba and Ahmad, and I liked it. If them two they can play the way they play that day, like we got something common. Because we got 2 players, he's very good on the ball. They can take man on, playing together. Like that just little movement between Ahmad and Baleba. I was like, yeah, Baleba. I was like, yeah, that's good. I was quite impressed with that. But even missing Mount, very good that day, putting that work. But I know Jerome mentioned everything about Bruno, but he's still the captain. I think the manager can actually use Bruno if he wants to, but Bruno would want to play the manager's football. But what I've seen, everyone should play the manager's system. Bruno's just been Bruno, and that's disappointing. But yeah, it was quite a good watch. It was just, for me, even if we did lose that day, it was just friendly. But the team actually played well. Like, we haven't seen this. Like, we've seen us play maximum 12 minutes with high press, getting on the ball. But this past few games here is from the beginning to the ending. They might have few slacks, but you see everyone doing the high press, like passing the ball together. Like I said, this is my best pre-season for a very, very long time. I've liked what I've seen. Like I always say, let's give the manager a chance. If they play football, we could do good.
Yeah, that's it right there. You know, one player that absolutely impressed me was, I would say, I'm so happy we've got Mbeumo. His crosses with his left foot, precise. And I feel like we're going to do something better when it comes to set pieces with Mbeumo taking the corner. I'm not talking about Bruno, Jerome. Bruno taking set corners. You can talk about it, yeah. But Mbeumo's set pieces deliveries will be actually quite good, and it's good to have a left footer as well in the team that can strike the ball way better. And again, I'm telling you guys now, I think Mbeumo will be the best signing out of all those signings.
It's my favorite signing.
Out of all those signings,
you know, it's good that you said that about the set pieces. I think now next season we'll be able to switch up the personnel for set pieces. because the last 2 years it's just Bruno, just spamming everything. Now we can have some variety, different players that can take corners and set pieces and make us more unpredictable.
Absolutely.
And even Cunha, you know, Cunha is good with set pieces. I'm just saying. So we actually got players who can actually do what Bruno does.
And I'm happy with that as well. Like it's good for the signings, and of course, we've got Sesko joining us. Let's talk about it. Move on to Benjamin Sesko, who was announced on that in that game when Manchester United announced all their signings, especially the new attacking front line. Manchester United now with Sesko joining for 73.7 million with Buemo and Cunha, a new front three which was needed, and it's not now about what they're going to do after that. But Cunha joining, Cunha said, of course, Benjamin Sesko joining. Benjamin Sesko said the history of Manchester United is obviously very special, but what really excites me is the future. When we discussed the project, it was clear that everything is in place for this team to continue to grow and compete for the biggest trophies again soon. From the moment that I arrived, I could feel the positive energy and the family environment that the club has created. It is clearly the perfect place to reach my maximum level and fulfill all of my ambitions. I cannot wait to start learning from Ruben and the connections with my teammates to achieve the success that we all know that we are capable of together. Amorim speaking to MUTV before the game, he said that he has the characteristics that we needed. Ben is a player that with all the information that we have, we need to stop the guy from working. It's not the opposite. This is also important. He is the right character in the group, and we are really, really happy to have him. And there you have it. They're hearing from Ruben Amorim. And then I'm going to get you guys' takes on Benjamin Sesko. How many goals do you think he'll score? What's your expectations of him as well? Do you think he will have a good season, or do you think it's a season of integrating and into the Premier League? This is an open discussion, guys. So who wants to take this?
I think it might be a bedding in process, and I think if you can get between 12 to 15 goals, I think that'll be a good start to his Manchester United career. But I just honestly think, really and truly, if we would have got Ollie Watkins or something, that would have been a massive help, because we're actually going to technically pin our hopes on another young footballer. Do you know what I mean? I know this footballer's probably got a higher ceiling than the previous footballer, number 9, we've got currently, that's linked to AC Milan. But I think it's sad that we ain't going to be able to protect him, because we're going to pin all our hopes on him to get the goal, hold the ball up, press, all of that. I think that's a lot for someone that's 22 years old, that's come from Germany. Obviously, luckily, the good advantage is that he speaks very good English, so that's a good start. So at least he speaks English, he can communicate. So for that, I just hope as well, obviously, you know, Man United, man, I think it's going to be a lot of pressure, because I think Man United have gone, 12 years without Premier League trophy, man. And I think now that we're becoming a bit impatient. The impatience is real right now. So any little thing someone does is highlighted. And then obviously it makes big news. So for me, I just hope that, you try and give the guy time, and hopefully he can do bits of us. But I don't really expect him to do bits in the first 5 games. Maybe the 10th going on, he'll do bits and pieces, but that's just my opinion.
I don't know if he had a pre-season with RB Salzburg. I'd like to find out to see if he played any friendly games for RB.
Yeah.
I'm very sure he didn't. I'm very sure he didn't cause any problems, like not trained. So I'm sure he was training.
No, I didn't.
He was professional throughout, because RB Leipzig, they knew that he was leaving, and they were just negotiating with Man United and Newcastle. So it wasn't like he went AWOL and did the transfer request. He was like, he just did everything by the book, basically.
Which you should do if you're under contract.
Yeah, basically. Like, he wasn't no ESAC settings.
Yeah, I think that's disrespectful.
Yeah, I think it was, to be honest. But obviously, Isak deserves his move, in my opinion. But he should have just went a bit better than that.
Agreed.
But but going back to Sesko, I reckon you lot might be surprised, but I reckon he might get 15 to 20 goals in all comps. I think maybe like 10 to 12 in the Prem. Okay. And then obviously the Carabao Cup and FA Cup. The reason why I say that is because he's going to have Mbemo and Cunha behind him. These guys, they actually pass the ball, and they can pass. They're not selfish. One thing I do agree with what Uchi was saying is that with Hoyland, even though he's shit, like nobody was passing to him. You had Garnacho, you had Bruno, you had Rashford, you had players that were just greedy and just playing for themselves and not passing. And even if they did pass, it was always overhit. Whereas I think now Sesko will have 2 experienced number 10s behind him that actually know how to play that position and play for the team. And that's why I think that Sesko will only get more chances to score. And that's not what Hoyland did. And I think that Sesko is a much better finisher than Hoyland. I've seen some of the goals that Sesko scores and he hits it true. Like, he's got good power in his shots and he knows how to shoot the ball. So, yeah, I'm happy with this addition. I think he's going to do well.
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to hit the ground running straight away because we've got a tough opening 5 games. But I reckon as the season starts getting into the swing of things and we start playing more winnable games on paper, I reckon he's going to do bits. So yeah, I'm quite confident in Sesko. A lot more confident than I am in Hoyland, who only literally came here with 9 goals. And I think that the thing with Sesko as well, I think he'll get assists as well. It won't just be all about goals. He's got a more all-round game as well. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing how we fix it.
Expectations are high.
No, his expectations are high. I get that,
No,
man. I
that's
get
dangerous.
that. I get that.
Stay, Jerome, I think you should calm.
I think.
I'm just a big. That's why I said that I think you will be surprised, but I just think that he's going to have better players around him. I can see the team that's being built. Like, think about Rashford, Garnacho, Bruno behind. These guys, like, I know that people and all this stuff. All that was all superficial. Like, there was no chances being created. We had minus goal difference the last 2 seasons. I think things will improve now. I think we'll get more goals scored this season. Obviously, doesn't trust the manager, but I reckon naturally, naturally, if you've got better players, then naturally you're gonna create more chances.
And Jerome, just to add more playmakers in those 2, especially with Cunha. Cunha's a creator. He's a playmaker.
Yeah, a proper number 10.
Can I ask you guys a question? Right? Do you wholeheartedly believe? When I mean believe, this manager, the right man that's gonna unlock this? Because bro, you're such a positive person. I wish I was like you. But
positive.
Do you believe?
That's just one thing. He stuck to his philosophy. He stuck to everything. With all the criticism, after how many games? We finished 15th, you know. He still stuck to the same.
My point.
He wants that change. And remember, most managers come to United and feel under pressure and change their philosophies, whatever. He did not did it. He just kept, because he believed that what he came with, if he gets the right players that could do the right thing for him, play that football like we've been seeing this pre-season. Like, come on, brother. Let's be optimistic.
Okay, cool.
Amarin's gonna surprise us, you know. He's gonna surprise us in a good way.
The way we played, controlling games, different teams, you know.
We haven't. We need.
When was the last time? Did we control games like this? When was the last time you saw us play like this?
I'll be honest.
The last time was ETH against Spurs at Old Trafford.
I'll be talking about LVG days, but for me, I'm not gonna lie. For me, we need a Michael Carrick or something, and we ain't all now. 12 years, bro. No Michael Carrick type player. It's a bit mad to me.
No, I understand. But there's a little bit of positivity. Let's take that.
Fine. Yeah, okay.
Let's take it. Mr. Everyone knows I've been saying too many negative things, but what I've seen so far is good. Let's hope it comes out good. And I think Sesko is gonna fit into that system that's so good. I call him the new Zlatan.
Yeah. You know what? You might think I'm deluded, but I reckon Sesko is going to turn out to be a better signing than Ollie Watkins. I know Ollie Watkins is proven. You know Ollie Watkins, it just sounds so underwhelming. 29-year-old, he's going to be 30 in December. He might end up coming getting injury prone. And then he's lumbered with a 30-year-old on high wages that you can't get rid of.
It's short term. It's a short-term fix.
I realize you lot enjoy getting burnt, blood. That's why I'm not even gassing it, bro. I'm just keeping it middle, blood. I'm not trying to do this.
What's your spitting? We're Man United fans. We've been burnt for the last 12, 30 years. We go back again.
No, but when I was talking about Ollie Watkins, I said Ollie Watkins and Sesko together, not one or the other. Because I was saying you need,
Yeah, in an
you know,
ideal
an
world,
explanation.
yeah.
That's what I was
Can't
saying.
spend money like that.
No, I know that, but that's what
People
I'm
from
just
last
saying.
year.
Because obviously you look at Man United in the past. I don't want to bring it up, but we didn't have like a Rooney carrying the line at 18 or 20, bruv. He had Van Nistelrooy, he had Sahar, he had others. So obviously that's why I'm a bit like, I don't want to be pinning our hope on another 20-year-old because I don't want him to be carrying us. You know what I'm saying?
Do you know what I have to say, Ems? I get you there, yeah. But this time, yeah, the reason why I'm a bit more optimistic was because of Sesko, because Sesko's had a reputation from when he was 18 and younger than that. Manchester United been eyeing him up. And I said it a couple of podcasts ago that we didn't know who Rasmus Holland was when he was 16. We didn't know who he was.
I agree. I agree with that.
We
I
knew
agree.
about Sesko. Sesko was a player that I think a bit other clubs were eyeing up before he went to RB Salzburg. So again, I feel like I have more confidence in him than Rasmus Prulin, bro. Can't lie to you, man. I'm looking forward. Let me just hit the comment that One Don said as well. One Don said that one thing I can say, big up the footballing people at the club now. No matter the manager, we're signing players for the club. Fire, fire, fire emojis. Get me, like,
Exactly.
yeah.
Yeah.
But moving on from that, because of course we spoke about Ems saying that we need a Michael Carrick in that midfield, which I agree. We need a midfield controller, a conductor, bus conduct, someone that play makes and dictate, deep line playmaker, that the job that Michael Carrick doing. But Manchester United, again, linked, and this is not stopping. This is strong links. Carlos Baleba from Brighton, a midfield general, a midfield gem that can do everything, a hybrid of a midfielder, that can control, get the ball off of everyone, run through people, 3 or 5 people, skillful in everything, has been linked to Manchester United. And this started off from the week before, I think last week or the week before that. And it's just not stopping. Fabrizio Romano tweeted again. And let me just read the tweet. Because he tweeted again, Mr. Recycle. He says, like he never said the same thing last week, but it's probably the same thing, but changed the words. Manchester United plan for new talks. He said that last week. For Carlos Baleba in the upcoming days, Manchester United believe Baleba is keen on the move and personal terms won't be an issue. Contact follow on Brighton side. Deal remains very difficult, but United will try. And of course, I also read last during the week as well that Carlos Baleba is interested in the move to Manchester United and has told Brighton, please make this move happen. Please don't ruin my future. Please, this is my dream to play for a big club like Manchester United. I beg you in the name of Jesus, let me go, let the shackles off my feet so I can move, because that's lucky that, man. And of course, I'm rooting for this, but the money that we're hearing, because Brian, they're not dickheads. They are not dickheads. And dickhead tax doesn't come into this consideration because Brighton, they'll hold you for ransom. If you want our players, you better pay up. Ask Chelsea. They know everything about it. They paid up so many times. Ask Tottenham on Yus Bissouma, Caicedo, Liverpool for McAllister. You will have to pay up, and Manchester United would have to spend the big bucks. I don't know what we're looking at. I can hear rattling noises in the background. What is going on? I don't know if it's me.
I can't hear nothing, mate.
Nothing.
It could be me. But yes, yeah. So yes, we've got to pay up. Manchester United, Carlos Baleba, could happen depending on what the situation with Manchester United. I feel like it's going to be based on also sales. Sales are very important for us to bring a player that could cost potentially £100 million. We'll be lucky if we can get less than £100 million if the player himself was forcing the move and saying, you know what, I'm not coming to training. We'll be lucky. But what's your thoughts on it? I hear that.
My thoughts is, if he's available, he wants to come, we should try and poke the bear and see. But I do think it's imperative you get that sort of all-round midfielder. So obviously, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna sit here and say I've watched loads of him, but I've heard high reviews in it about him. I've seen a couple games, but especially he's only 21. Is that right?
Yeah, he's about 21, 22. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm sorry, we shouldn't be paying £100 million for someone that's only had is it 2 seasons at Brighton or they 1?
2 seasons at Brighton.
Yeah, we shouldn't be paying that sort of money. And you know what's funny though? if Man United did pay that money, the media be chatting crap as they always do. But then when it was Declan Rice, what was it? Arsenal underpaid or some crap. So me, I'm very. Nah, it's true though. It's true. Like I'm fed up of the way the media speak about Man United. Whatever Man United do, like we've overpaid. Even the Sesko one. Don't get why we're paying this money for this where we could have got Ollie Watkins. I'm tired of that. But back to the
Cunha, the
Lima.
Buemo, we've
Yeah,
overpaid, but they
everything,
scored more
everything.
goals
Yeah,
than everyone
yeah,
else.
yeah, everything. So no matter what Man United do, even if you flip in, scratch our head, it's a problem. So I just think we ignore the noise, but I don't want to pay £100 million for a player that's been there only 2 seasons. When I'm sure Brian only paid probably £500,000, bro. That's just, you know what I mean?
But
You know
Ems,
what I mean? So,
he is quality, man. I was monitoring him last season. He is quality, and he also gave us trouble as well when we played Brighton. The guy's
but,
just too good.
but Ivorian, I'm not denying that. But what I'm saying is, we should not be paying £100 million. I reckon if we said 60 million plus all add-ons and that's fine. But it's not gonna happen. It's Brighton. Brighton have the power. He's probably got like what 3 years left in his contract. So yeah, it's kind of tough, innit?
It's a tough one.
I think we should get the deal done, man. 100
No, heck,
M's,
you see,
90 M's plus 10 in Adams.
you see,
You know what?
you see your money, bro. You definitely gonna be broke, blood. You need
Yeah,
to
we
tell
got the
Caesar I'm
money.
not paying it.
You know what it is? You know what it is?
Jelani, wait, just hold on.
they're
Jelani
not
said
gonna,
he's worth.
they're
Let
not
me
gonna
just read
pay
his comment.
100 M's up front.
Jerome, just hold on for a second. Let me just read his
Yeah.
comment before you continue, because of course Jelani said he's worth 100 million easy in this day
This
and
was
age with
crazy.
the Prem experience he has
This
now.
was
As you're saying,
crazy.
Jerome, thoughts?
I
what
agree
you're
with that.
saying?
I agree with that. Think about how much did Casado go to Chelsea for?
I don't give a
100
shit
mil.
about Casado. I
How
don't
much
care
did
about that.
Casado go? Like, how
I
much did
don't
Casado
care.
go?
We're not
Over
paying. We should not
How
pay
much did
that.
Casado go for?
We should not pay that.
110,
No, bro.
110
I'm
plus
not
Adams.
paying it. Don't pay
Ems.
that. Don't pay that. If I paid it,
Trust
they
me,
pay
trust
that.
me. You
I'm
got
not
yeah.
happy.
That's how the market works now.
No.
That's how the
Here's a
market
new
works.
bridge.
Sadly, that's how it
That's
is
how much
now.
the cost.
You free, yeah. You free. You don't need to
No,
check.
but
What drinks are you drinking, blood?
no.
I'm telling
Yeah,
you.
Here's a new
I don't
bridge.
know what you're looking for, bargain hunts, but there's no bargain hunts in this day and age now.
There's bargain up.
especially a Premier League, especially
You're
a
in the
Premier League
Prem,
proven game
yeah, exactly.
player, a Premier League proven player, you can't get.
You know what?
And
Yeah.
don't forget as well, we don't need. It's not like we have to pay 100 M's up front. I'm sure we got.
What you could do, Kalana, yeah?
We've got footballing people that can arrange some installments. Maybe like, for example, maybe like 60 M's up front, and then the two installments, like 20 mil installments, 20 mil installments over the next 2-3 years.
You see you free.
What do you mean?
I don't know what you're M's. I don't know what you're looking for. What are you looking for exactly?
I'm not.
Are you looking for loans? Are you looking for
I'm not jumping
what's
on
that guy?
board. I'm not jumping on board with you, man.
We're looking for the Aston Villa loanee, like budget signings.
Yeah.
We're trying to get players that are gonna improve us.
Listen, bro.
Like Baleba, that would change the whole landscape of our midfield.
Listen.
If we got, you know what? If we got Baleba, I'll be like, you know what? Big up Ineos. Ineos in, Glazers out. Ineos, buy the Glazers out. You can run this club. That's how highly. I rate Baleba. You know what? I bet you any money, there's gonna be another top club that comes in for Baleba if we don't go for him. I can bet you any money you want now. I can bet you that there will be an elite club that are coming for him, and then we'll be like, why didn't we just pay the money and get him?
That could
be he could be someone that
pay the
will
money
stay here for like 6-7 years.
I bet you any money. I bet you any money. When he puts on the red shirt, bro, it'll be very difficult when putting on a blue shirt. I'll tell you that. We all know that.
Every signing is a risk. That's what I'm gonna say. Every signing is gonna be a risk. But we need to go for the best talent. If we want to compete for Prem titles, we need to buy the best.
Then we need to find them first.
We need to stop looking at. Yeah, we're not on that level yet. We're not on that level yet. It's baby steps. We've got to get the best from the Prem.
Baby steps. You want to pay 100 million?
Baby steps, son. Have you seen us in the last 12 years?
He means baby steps in building the squad.
Yeah, literally.
Baby steps.
100 million is not baby steps in building no squad. That's just
I'm thinking about baby steps in terms of how we approach things. Once we've established a player, then we can start looking at buying cheap signings from South America. But we ain't got the squad to do that. We're not like Liverpool who can just go buy someone cheap because We need a squad that's going to get us into at least the top 6. And then we can start building the foundations from there.
I think
now we just need to buy the best in the Prem and build from there.
Yeah, because I think Chelsea
that Baleba's worth every penny.
Chelsea will pay the 100 million for Baleba. You know they have a very good relationship with Brighton, and they will pay for it. I think we should before it's too late.
True.
Guarantee you, someone else will buy him if we don't slap him up.
Yeah, well, let him buy him. Let him. I don't want it. 100 million. I ain't paying
Who do you want then? If you don't want Baleba, who do you want?
Who do you want in that midfield?
Bro, bro, you can't put me on the spot.
No. Yeah, you must have an idea.
No solution.
You must have an idea. No solution. Just no to Baleba. No solution.
Listen, I'm sure. Yeah, we can go League On and buy someone similar like Baleba, man. I don't care. I don't know. I can't think, bro. Allow me, bro. Listen, man, put me on the spot like.
You see when we're talking about how every sign is a risk. We've got someone right in front of us that's been in the Prem for 2 years, shedding it down. So why would you not want to get that? That will reduce the risk, surely.
Yeah, because it's Prem proven.
Listen, you see,
just changing.
It's just there. The fact is just there.
You know what they say? No risk, no reward.
No,
you got to run with that.
You see, you man, yeah. I like all 3 of you, but bruv, I can't agree with you guys. I'm sorry, bruv. I can't do it.
You can't even tell us who you want. Who do you want?
I can't think.
You can't think who you want then. He never fought past Baleba.
The club found someone that they believe that could solve some of the issues in the midfield, in which we all agree with, because he's a very good player. He's young. You think because he's young, he might not be.
How many times have you watched him? How many times have you watched him and what?
I watched Premier League all of last season, so every time I watch Brighton,
more than enough times to know. You see when Chelsea were interested in Casado, that's the kind of level that I've been watching Baleba at. The amount of times Chelsea were watching Casado, it's that level. We know Brighton already. We know Brighton players. Brighton have got their thing on lock. Brighton players. Name me any Brighton player that's gone to a top club and flopped.
Yeah. Basuma's one.
I don't think he's flopped, man.
Yeah, he's not been good, man.
He's just been unlucky with his fitness and etc.
Yeah, he ain't been fit. He's been injured. I think I'll give you that one. I'll give you that one. But majority of Brighton's players that go on to bigger clubs, they usually do well.
McAllister's doing well. Caicedo's doing well. Do you get me? Who else has left? And
Cucurella's now coming to his own at
doing
Chelsea.
well at Chelsea.
Before
you see João Pedro in pre-season with Chelsea. That's looking promising.
Exactly, João Pedro.
No, true that.
The only player that's still there, who I'm surprised is still there, is Matoma. I thought he would have gone to a big club, but it looks like he's happy in Brighton.
What's your Steve man?
He played.
Weren't people saying that Danny Welbeck, we should bring him back? He's better than all our strikers.
Exactly.
I came to Brighton and he's a new person.
Jelani says, Ems, don't let the price tag scare you. The boy is a baller. Even Jelani knows he's seeing it.
Exactly.
Big up Jelani, man.
I'm not.
Sometimes you know what? Sometimes in life you just gotta spend the money.
You gotta take high risks.
Get what you pay for.
You gotta take high risks to get high rewards.
Let the club splash in
it. We reimbursed, bruv. 80 million Harry Maguire.
The club needs to splash.
Yours, bruv. All these bad signings, man.
We've always saying the club needs to splash. Get players.
My everyday splash.
Right. Let them splash.
Everyday splash.
We definitely need to splash. 100%.
So we
have to splash. If we don't splash, we're not going to move anywhere, because look at all our rivals. Have you seen how much money Liverpool are spending and they're the champions?
Because they didn't spend that last year, did they, really?
Yeah, but I know they didn't spend that for last year, but it's almost like they're spending like 2 summers worth. Like, they're easily going to probably spend over 300.
Yeah, but they've sold well as well.
Yeah, that's because they've been run better than us.
Liverpool,
but now we've got football people in the club. And hopefully they to improve as well.
Anyways,
even Man City is low key spending bare peas all quietly. What was talking about?
Listen, as far as concerned, as far as concerned, he's a good player, but I just don't want Man United Football Club to spend £100 million because that says a mad president. Because when you go buy a player to be like, oh, you must spend £100 million on Baleba. I want the same.
It's all right.
Yeah, that's it now. That's just the market now. You got to go with the times now. You can't be running cheap. You know what? All good, being cheap, and then expecting to challenge for Prems. It's a no-go.
Bro, we spent
Even
80
Arsenal,
million.
even Arsenal now. You see, back in the day, Arsenal were on this cheap bargain hunt. Arsenal are splashing the cash now because they realised that you need to spend to be competitive. And now, 3 years running, they've been second in the league, challenging for Prems, and they've been spending money. So that's how you got to be now. You can't just be looking at cheap
Bro, I
signings and
know,
expecting to challenge.
I know they be giving these players, these clubs that type of money, then they're using it to that one money to go improve training facilities, like we done for Leicester, bro. That was a piss take,
Yeah, you
bro.
see the
It's
new
true,
grads,
though.
all
You
them,
see that?
there's all failed signings, but that was under the old regime.
Bro, here we
None
go.
of
Yeah,
them were
It's
man.
like
football people.
you
Yo,
lot
man,
got
yeah,
us.
it's new regime, man, new training
All
center
that
and everything.
Murto, Woodward and all them lot, they were just bankers and admin people. Now we've got proper football people in that actually know ballers. So you got to be a bit more optimistic about the signings that we're bringing in.
Let me
Good
just
luck,
end
bro.
that. Let me just end that there. Yeah, big up to those who are watching. Smash that like button as well. Before let me just hit this comment before I move on to the next topic as well, next segment, bro. Stop worrying about spending money. Everybody's spending money, bro. And on top of that, it's not my money. I don't give a shit, man. That's Man United's money. It's not going to affect me.
Exactly.
Personally.
It's not coming
You
out of
get
your
me?
wages.
Yeah, it's not coming. Your M's. Is it coming out of your bank account? No,
No,
so
it's not
you're
that, man.
right, man. But yeah, but let's
not
move.
about that.
So one more thing. One thing you got to think about is all this money that the club's spending. Think about all the merchandise and shirts and TV subscriptions and all that stuff that you're putting into the club.
Yeah,
so
man,
you're contributing to these signings and player wages as well.
don't worry about it,
So
man.
that's
But
how
yeah,
you got to look at it, fam.
but let's move about another transfer that's hit us by surprise. To be fair, I wouldn't say hit us by surprise because at the start of the summer, July, there were rumors and linked about Donnarumma not staying at PSG, looking to move, and then there was a little small link to Manchester United. But of course, you probably read that and thought, "Yeah, I'm not buying none of this shit, man." So Donnarumma, why does he want to leave the Champions League club? Hey, Donnarumma happens to be in his final year of his contract. PSG just signed a new goalkeeper, French goalkeeper, and of course, who they have told he will be number one because the contract situation with Donnarumma is not going to happen. Donnarumma will not be signing a new contract, therefore he's available. Now the rumors have it, not even rumors. This is actually some concrete stuff that Manchester United actually have had some interest in Donnarumma, and Donnarumma is interested in joining Manchester United to the extent that Donnarumma happened to like a picture of Manchester United squad for the Snapdragon Cup that we won. I think it was either on Instagram or Twitter. He happened to like that picture as well, just to add more to the story, you know. But Donnarumma has been quoted for £26 million due to the final year of his contract, and PSG are happy to let him go. I'm sure he wants a new challenge. I'm very sure French football for him got boring. After winning the Champions League, he probably said, "Yeah, this is what I came to do here. It's time to move on to the real project now." Let's go. Donnarumma to Manchester United. How much do you guys believe it? And if you do, and we happen to sign him, what a transfer window will be. Donnarumma, Baleba, hindsight, Cunha, Sesko, and of course Mbeumo. I think Jerome will definitely be going to thank Ineos. He'll be like, nah, he'll change his surnames to Jerome Ineos. Do you get me? Because that will be peak. Donnarumma, I would love it. I'm telling you right now, I would love it. World-class goalkeeper is what we need to calm that defense, you know. I mean, he's a leader at the back as well, the captain of Italy as well, and sometimes captains PSG. But that guy can marshal the back of Manchester United defense, you know. I feel like him in goal will make me much more calm compared to Andre Onana. Do you guys believe in this or not? Let's talk about it. We've got about 10 minutes left.
I'm in the middle. I think he's either flirting for that new contract or he actually wants to go for a new challenge. So I'm in the middle. But listen, if we get him, that is like a mad upgrade, bro. It's like we go to a club and there's like a 3 out of 10, and then you go see the 10 out of 10. Go for the 10 out of 10. You know what I'm saying?
Trust me.
Remember, I've had enough of that brother with the higher top and his nonsense, bro. Get rid of him. Yeah. So yeah, no, I think if we can get him, hopefully the wages ain't crazy. Then we go get him in it. You know what I mean? Because he's a presence, man. When it's a corner, I've seen him come and get the ball. He dominates his penalty box. You know what I mean? So yeah, if he's available, Mr. Ivorian, I'm down for it, man. He can come. We can come.
You wouldn't mind if you spent 100 million on him, right?
No, I would mind still. No, don't get twisted. I would mind.
I'm just saying, innit? I'm just saying, innit? He's proven like if I was to spend if PSG said 100 million for the goalkeeper, I think everyone will probably be interested regardless because the guy is a presence, like you said earlier on. And one-on-one, he makes himself even bigger, and he's already big. But
Yeah,
if you get close to him,
What's his age?
Oh, he's too
he's
young.
20,
You know, do you remember
he's
he's
26, isn't it? He's 26, isn't he, or something?
26.
Donnarumma?
You know, goalkeepers have long careers.
Well, not with
So
Onana at the moment.
we Van der Sar when he was like
36 years
34.
old. Yep.
Yeah.
So,
And
yeah.
leave on man. Leave on
Huh?
alone.
You see what I'm saying, bro? Don't do that. Don't do that. Do you know, listen, before I finish, I won't talk. Yeah, I've never known a keeper to single-handedly. When I mean single-handedly, get us knocked out the Champions League. I've never seen that in my life. I got one
Mr.
goalkeeper. One
Mr.
keeper.
I wish, you know what? Uche should have been.
Mr.
Uche should have been on the
It's
show
not
to
Rich
explain himself.
Yeah. He needs to explain himself. How
He
can he
ducked it.
tackle Nano?
Uche, if you're watching, you ducked it because you knew that he was going to get cooked on this Onana defense league.
It's the cost to United, the things that he does. Like he makes
What's
too many.
that?
So, like
Way
the
too
things-
many, bro. Way too many.
way too many, and some of them diabolical. Like, feel like
Bro, the ball, you just do a routine shot, and Onana just palms it back into the opposition
There you
player,
go.
and they just have another shot and goal. He's not a cold goalkeeper.
No, he's not.
Anyone
He's
defending
not-
him right now, it's just they're just defending him because they like him outside of football.
maybe maybe he suits other leagues, or maybe he might suit other clubs, but not for United.
No, he
Yeah,
is
he's
not.
he's not for the Prem. But
He
going
is
back
not
to
for the Prem.
Donnarumma, if the deal can be done, I reckon we should jump on that deal. Also, I think the wage is going to be that's the only stumbling block because the £26 million fee is cheap for a goalkeeper of that caliber, one of the best keepers in the world.
Joe, my father feeling that he's on high wages. That's the reason why they're.
Yeah, that's the
crazy.
thing. And I think that's why PSG went and got another keeper in because of his wage demands. And the fact that he's willing to run down his contract, that's kind of a bit red flaggy. Because obviously, if he runs down his contract and leaves for free, he gets that huge signing on fee and massive wages. So that's the only reason why I think that if we don't get him, it will be because of his wage demands. Because I don't think we really want to go over 200k, and I think that's what he earns. If I remember correctly, I think he earns 200k. So obviously, if he's gonna leave, he's gonna want a pay rise, and I don't know how high United are gonna want to go. But me personally, I would say for his caliber, I'd say no more than 250.
Yeah, no more
But
than
the fact that
200.
he's
I
got-
can't lie to
the
you,
fact that
Jerome.
he's
I
got
would even pay him £300,000 a week.
Trust
At
me.
most. At most.
Thank you.
At most,
See,
like to bring him in because De Gea was on that, and if he's currently on
The game was on
213,000.
375.
Yeah, exactly. He's currently on £213,000 per week. Yeah, at PSG, I would pay him maximum 300k if he asks for it. You know, you can waive the no, Ems. I want to know why, because this guy is worth 300k for a goalkeeper. He's the best goalkeeper in the world. He's number one, pound for pound, the best. Oh, you give me that face like he's not the best keeper.
I don't know about
Name
that.
me.
He's
the
forgetting that
world-class
PSG just
goalkeeper.
won the treble.
He's the
He
best
won the treble and
goalkeeper
he won the Euros
in the world. Don't give me no David Raya or who else.
I
He
think
is the best goalkeeper
Courtois up
in
there.
the world.
Courtois up there.
Courtois with him
Courtois
there,
up there.
but Donnarumma's better. Donnarumma
That's-
in goal,
that-
I'm more confident.
Your opinion
Penalties,
and my opinion.
shootouts, one-on-one, nobody really beats him. Ask Bukayo
Courtois.
Saka.
Courtois, who else? What's up? Oh, actually, no, I don't know. That keeper's dodgy.
No,
man.
I will contest this. He's the best keeper in the world for the last 2 to 3 years. Since he started his career at AC Milan at a very young age, coming in about 18 or so, and just being number one goalkeeper. We always knew his potential that he will be the best.
You know what? I'm not even going to dispute it. I've said my piece.
No, you couldn't even give us a response.
not paying
Oh.
the best keepers
Hey,
in the world.
Uche, it's a bit late. Uche, we only got 5 minutes left.
Uche's
He's
coming in,
going to
what?
explain
He's
it.
coming in.
No.
We've got 5 minutes left.
I need to join because of what just happened about Onana. You just said no.
We're
I
coming
have
to
to jump
defend
on.
Onana. Right. The floor is yours.
The floor is yours for the last 5 minutes, isn't it? Because we need to close.
All right. So what I want to say about Onana is that every goalkeeper makes mistakes, all right? Now, the reason why we keep having this DDG and Onana because of what he have actually done for the club, having one of the best player 4 times. So that is a big shoe for him to fit in. And besides, we're comparing just first 2 seasons against someone that actually spent more than 7 years in the club. This is since 2010. It's quite a long time he spent with, in United. He's even the 7th most capped player in the history of United. That is who you want to compare Onana with. No, Onana just had 2 seasons. And besides, like I said, I keep saying every single time, Onana's first
2
season,
failed seasons.
he still has less errors to go than DDG. The issue is that we have a very, very porous defense. And he has an upgrade. I know what's still hurting everybody is because of the Champions League. That is still hurting everybody. I understand that. It's okay.
And the Europa League final last season.
Now, I said again, the Leeds have so
You
many
know in the
errors
Europa
to
League
go
final.
last season. Why is no one picking on him?
What Dilly error? What Dilly error? I don't remember. Apart from the time he was injured and he was on the floor and we conceded a goal.
He had up to, what I mean errors. I mean, he had cost us so many times. 3 times he cost us penalties plus reckless fouls. On this is not once, not twice.
It's a defender.
Wait.
He's
When?
a defender now. Look at what you're saying.
Talking about?
Dilly said Dilly making errors. I'm like,
Yeah.
what?
Do not compare them 2 plays.
Dilly, Matthias Dillit.
Like, come
What's
on,
the lit got? What is the lit got to do with Onana being shit?
What it
Errors,
has to
it's
be
about
that
defenders.
everybody makes mistakes. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, we
Everybody
know
makes mistakes.
that.
No,
We know that everyone makes
but
mistakes, but there's some that make too many mistakes.
And then there's
Now,
been more
what's Onana?
more errors
Much.
than David De Gea's whole career at Manchester United in 2 seasons.
It just you never know.
In just 2 seasons.
You
In
never
just
know.
2 seasons, he's made
In
more
just 2
errors. I've
seasons,
seen
you
more
never
errors.
know.
I've seen more errors than David De Gea has ever made in his
Now,
9
Who
or
said?
10
Did
years
you
at
watch? Did you
Manchester
watch the Europa League final?
United. Yeah, I don't think he watched the European League and the
You must have watched
semi-finals.
You must have
and
watched
against
it with
Lyon as well.
blindfolds.
Now,
And the
exactly
Lyon.
again, let me point out something on that Europa final. There's a goal that actually went, a free kick that actually went and it went into the net. That was Onana's fault. Everybody was actually
One
stunned
Don
like
is
that.
asking when was that regarding Matthias De Ligt's mistakes because he's rolling on the floor.
No.
He's not seeing
What
what
I'm trying to point out is that even the Leeds has his own side of errors. I actually made that cost us the match. Not just once, not just twice. Everybody has all those things to actually blame, but we should actually pick out on a particular person on every occasion. Onana is the only goalkeeper we have had since for a long time, since Van der Sar towards the penalty spot, and you have a chance. Do you know
Well,
that?
you can't just nitpick at other individual players' mistakes to
You know that.
justify Onana.
We
Onana's
did
been
it
making
on PK. That
he's
was
been
no
making
hope for
so
us.
many mistakes over the last 2 years. It's actually embarrassing. He might
Really
actually be
embarrassing.
statistically the worst goalkeeper in the Premier League.
No, that's what gives.
And another funny thing is, it's not just the
exaggeration is too
mistakes
much.
that lead to goals.
No.
He actually makes mistakes that he gets away with. Like for
No,
example,
Jerome,
a
the
routine
issue
shot. He instead of palming the ball away from goal, he palms it right back into danger, and he does that so many times.
The Joe is his goals he concedes are comedy. They're just, you don't see it. Like, he make mistakes, but the mistakes he makes, like look at the Morgan Gibbs White one. That one, I've never seen any keeper in my life ever do that. Only him. It's the truth.
That's what I'm saying. Everybody's there exaggerating, even something.
Exaggerated!
it's reality. It's in your face.
I said you again, the very goal Awuniyi scored that he sat on the floor, that was all Awuniyi. He faked him, he sat on the floor, and he scored.
He fed him. He feeds the opposition. Do you hear what you're saying? He feeds the opposition to score against us. Is that what you're saying?
If you're a player, do you want to say that someone like Ronaldo or Messi scores someone and you're why did he score?
Let's not bring Ronaldo and Messi into this.
Is it because it's Ronaldo? So Awuniyi is
let's not bring them
a
into
world-class player. He faked him and he scored. That was the normal thing he should do as a striker.
You see when Matic
That's the normal
said
thing
that Onana is the worst keeper in United's history.
Yeah,
he wasn't lying. He wasn't lying.
Look at what's happening
He wasn't
here.
lying. And
This
he
is
proved to us.
insulting for mistakes like ball going through your under your leg or you carry your ball under. But don't actually blame him when a striker beats him to goal. You don't do that.
We're not blaming him for that. We're blaming him for the mistakes that he makes.
To beat him.
We're blaming him for the mistakes.
His mistakes.
Yes, but that's what I'm saying. Points on the mistakes, not
Too
on the
many
goals scored to
mistakes.
him. No.
But that's what we've done. We've pointed at the
That's what
mistakes.
Look at what he's been done here. What he's been done
We
here.
have
You
pointed
actually
at his mistakes.
you are
Nothing
capitalizing
more.
you are capitalizing on games that strikers actually dribbled, gave a good shot, and scored him. And you see Cousin as his mistakes.
No,
It's not his error.
no,
And when
Uche,
it's
we
not
are
his
not
error,
highlighting the
the other
goals
game
that
I saw,
he shouldn't be
wait,
saving, that any
on
goalkeeper
the group
can't save.
chat,
We're
on the group
highlighting the
chat,
goals
those
that he
first
shouldn't
3
save.
goals are all just what are that? That's not errors. Those are pure goals.
So,
Come on, this is
so him,
look at it. It's pure
so him
goals.
trying to catch the ball and it goes right behind him. It's
Yes, that's an error. Good. That's the one I put as an
him
error.
saving it and then pouncing the ball back
Now,
to the defender
good.
in
The
the dangerous
pass we are
area.
talking about,
to
this
finish
was
in
a low
26.
shot, close range shot. How many meters? Just inside 18 yards box, close range,
You're not making
on the
sense.
floor,
He's
and
making
you're
a lot
talking
of
about
many
noise.
times
bombing. Somebody standing. You're talking about bombing one side.
Wow.
Yeah, play football. You
Wow.
understand what I'm trying to say?
It
Wow.
feels
It's
like
a football.
politics
You're
right now.
standing here
Yeah.
and you're saying bombing for
I-
what?
Uche just
You're
he
standing
came
talking
over the
about
last 5
bombing.
minutes just to
Actually,
rant.
Uche, I would think you're
No
related
sense.
to Onana, you know.
Someone
I would
noise.
think you're Onana's family member or cousin or brother or something.
No,
The way
no, no,
you're,
How
no.
much is
the way
Onana
you're
paying you?
That
the way
goal,
the
How much is he
amount of
paying
passion
you
you're
for his
bringing out.
PR?
Well,
Wow.
that goal, if your player anywhere, a close range shot inside the 18-yard box, unexpected, a keeper was standing, the ball was on the floor, he bet. Come on, he said the palm one side. How? You standing?
You haven't been watching Onana, clearly.
No, I
You
don't
see
think
that
so.
play? Why are you
I don't
watching?
think so.
Mistakes.
He's the first person that's actually come out like this.
Whoa, I see. The truth is that why everybody is an easy target. We blame him even if it was not his own fault. See, he had some errors at the game, but what we all do is generalize every single thing. How can in several occasions he vomits the ball and no defender was there to follow up for rebounds. But in United, we have the rebounds. It's a good game. On Onana, he's a faulty player. That's what I'm trying to say. Is it the first time they had a rebound on operate box and he missed it and we scored? But with Onana, it's his fault. He doesn't know how to keep. But when we are the defenders, when all those happen,
Onana makes far too many mistakes. Can we
I
agree on
get
that?
that. No. You're
You can't agree on that.
too many.
Jerome,
Far too many. You are grouping all the things that don't his errors onto him.
too many mistakes.
Far too many.
Too many mistakes. I don't know what you're thinking. Or
This is a goalkeeper that have not had any repeated line back ever. Every single match, he's playing with a different defenders every single time.
But he's trained
Single
with
match
them,
in
though.
single match.
You
No single
always making
chemistry.
He's
excuses.
trained with them.
No
See, what
accountability.
is excuses? You need to factor all these things in. No. Sometimes, like I said
Too
before, even
far
with
too many
Rasmus,
excuses.
Build
I
chemistry.
don't go with everybody. This all bad. You need to actually remove your emotions, see things objectively. No, let's talk about
We are being objective. We've got the
mind you.
stats.
No.
we've got
Mind you,
the
I'm not
analysis.
saying
No,
here.
no,
I'm
I'm
not
All the
saying
gonna
data
here.
that we need to show you that Onana makes far too many errors at this level.
They're getting paid for
It's
this.
too many errors. I'm telling you, most errors you're saying that errors are not his errors. Those are all normal goalkeepers' goal. I keep telling you, those are not errors.
Uche.
But all this you're saying,
Just look at the screen. The question.
this is what you're saying here are not just errors. They are not
Uche.
errors. I'm telling you now.
Uche.
I'm telling you, those
Uche.
12 are not errors.
Uche, look at the
picture.
screen.
This was posted on the 22nd of
That's what
January
I'm saying. Those
25.
12 errors
No.
are not errors.
Let me.
They
This
are
was
not
posted in
errors.
this year challenge. Errors leading to goal for Man United. 12
I'm
years,
telling you,
17.
that's what
That
you're
was
saying
in
here.
January. That was in January. In 2 years, 12. He's on double figures in 2 years, and he's and that was in January. So I wonder what it was like at the end of the season. That's someone posting, you know.
Do you know most of the G errors we are towards his first
You
2
know what,
seasons?
Uche, you're not even listening. You're just making noise. Listen
you
to what Rumour's pass is telling you and showing you on the screen.
No. Look, that was posted in January.
What are you putting
That
now?
was just January this year, and that's how much errors he made leading to goals. 12 in space
Now,
of
what
2
I'm trying
years.
to tell
David
you,
De Gea,
even the 17 of the
17.
G17 you're seeing here, all that
Okay.
was mainly towards his first season in Manchester United.
Is it? No. Oh, wow! David De Gea made some errors, clumsy errors towards the end of the back end of his Manchester United
His
career.
first season
He
we
had
are
a,
worse.
he
Go
had a
check it.
season under
His first
Oli
2
where
seasons.
he was
His
making a
first
lot of
season we are
mistakes.
worse.
Even
His
his
first 2
last
seasons.
game for Manchester United in the FA Cup was a mistake. The semi-finals against Sevilla David De Gea made mistakes. David De Gea was making mistakes towards the end of his career at
No,
Manchester
he
United.
did it at towards
Don't
his
just
beginning and
don't just say
end.
the first
Towards
season.
the beginning and
No,
end, not just only. He
no.
was
We
even
had a
in the middle.
season that we was like, what's going on with David De Gea?
You know
What's
what? You
going
know
on
what?
with
I
David
keep
De
saying
Gea?
it. Football fans have short memories. Even the
No,
G
no,
was
no.
so
Yes,
bad.
Uche has false memories. Uche
No,
fabricates
the
stuff.
G was also bad on his own that he
Double
didn't
figures
also
in
make the
United.
national team again. He
Nah,
wasn't making it to the national team.
I can't believe you, man.
He
Double
wasn't making it to the national
figures.
team. Against Portugal, he made some worst errors in history of World Cups
Hey, that's his,
in a single
that's Spain.
match.
That's Spain. That was Spain. But we're talking about Manchester United.
I'm telling you, he couldn't even
We're
make
talking about
a
Manchester
European United.
Because
He
if you
couldn't
talk
make
about
even
Onana and
a Spanish
Cameroon,
shirt.
we watched the
Come
Africa
on.
Cup of Nation. If you talk about Onana
See,
with
if I
international
compare
Cameroon,
his own
tomorrow
errors
we
are
watched
all
the Africa
there.
Cup of Nation that Ivory Coast won.
No.
Onana made some mistakes for
It's
Cameroon.
too
He
much.
was doing the same stupid shit for
No,
Manchester United
he
in the
has
Africa Cup of Nations.
He
Don't
So
has
get
yeah,
some
me
what's
wrong.
your
errors,
so what?
but
Yeah,
you
what's
are
your
exaggerating
what
his
is
faults.
Onana with Cameroon? Since you want to bring up internationals, see, nothing to say. Nothing to say.
Uche, let's get final words, yeah, because Donnarumma is
Okay.
coming and Onana will be dropped.
The truth is, I want him to come because one thing I've actually improved in the department is about when you have a competition. It actually boosts. It's actually needed because one thing I know is I keep saying it before. No player will leave United when you have a chance to fight, and I don't expect him to leave. He still have a contract on to go on loan. He needs to fight for his shirt, and you all know that even no player is even certain of his own position. You just have to make the numbers on the pitch. That's just how Ruben works, and I like that. But the truth is, we still have more to do as a team as a whole. But when it comes to that department, it needs boosting. It's a welcome development. I really want that to happen. So at least that place will keep everybody on their toes because all department, everybody, even Benin there, all of them are just whack. Do you understand? So that department needs a little bit of a heat up for them to actually step up to say, well, what I know is that this season, this season, come on, man. United.
I swear Uche said something about United winning the league this season.
Come on, I'm betting on that. If we can actually put this space on, I can bet on that. Trust me, I can bet on that. I can.
Well, United to win the league this year.
Donnarumma joins and
Yes.
Onana's on the bench.
Well,
That's
United
what
to
you
win the
mean.
league, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if Donnarumma joins,
Remember,
yeah.
all boils down to what? 5 matches. 5 matches. If we could actually get those 5 matches, I'm telling you, the league is ours. Trust me. Those 5 games, they're crucial.
All right, I'm going to move up to you. Can I get final words from you, please, before we end?
I'm impressed. Like I've been impressed this preseason. I've been very impressed. Like I like what the club done. I like the players that's coming. I like everything about United as it is. All I want to see is like more stuff. But if we can get this last signing in and get Donnarumma, it would be perfect. Like here's a world-class keeper. Like he's just won the Champions League, treble at least. Like come on, like that's very good. That's very very good improvement. Like this would be one of our best transfer windows for a very long time as well if that happens. So big up to the club though.
Final thoughts from you, Ems. It's just laughing.
No, you know, sometimes, yeah. I know I found the ball before I start, right? Sometimes, yeah, you can't get what I cannot back, bro. But yeah, I think for me, right, I'm very cautious, man. Like I said, I have massive doubts with the current manager. I've said many times, but we'll see. I think, to be fair, it's probably a good thing we're getting. I know our first 5 games are quite hard, but I think it's probably a good thing. So we can kind of know where we are. We can critique where we are. But yeah, man, we'll see how it goes, man. But for me, we definitely need a new goalkeeper. As much as Uche wants to defend them, it's undefendable. You know what I mean? I sent the thing on the group chat. Am I still trying to defend, man, about the Onyomi, the Taiwo goal, like, you know what I mean? But yeah. That's what I want to say. I look forward to next week Sunday against Arsenal. But Uche, I'm sorry, I can't help you for certain things.
But
You know what I mean?
you know what it is? All I have to say is great that we don't all think alike and have the same.
Yeah, it's true.
Otherwise,
It's
the
true.
show will just be a bunch of yes men and no challenges.
Yeah.
Jerome, man, final thoughts.
Yeah. Final thoughts, sir. I'm very, very impressed so far with the transfer window. I can't lie. I was a bit worried in July because there was nothing happening in July. But Omar Brady was saying that they're not going to panic. They're going to do their business professionally. and take their time with it. They don't care about whether they're coming on preseason or not, because let's be real, like players can still come in and do well even without a preseason. Preseason is just more about fitness and getting to know the team. And no one's really going to be firing on all cylinders in the first 3 weeks of the season. So I can see why Ineos weren't just panicking. And now all of a sudden, as soon as we hit August, you're hearing about all these signings. Sesko, we link with Baleba, link with Donnarumma. So all of a sudden now, every day we're getting excited about news, transfer news. Whereas in July, it was just radio silence. So Ineos were doing work. All that time where we thought that they weren't doing nothing, they were doing their work behind the scenes. Just making sure the media weren't like getting involved in creating false rumors. So yeah, man, I'm optimistic about getting the goalkeeper and midfielder in that we need. And hopefully we can have a good start. I'm not expecting us to win all our first 5 games because it's a tough start. But if we get the keeper and midfielder in, then I'm confident that we can get top 6, 6th place minimum.
Okay. Let me just get my final thoughts before we end the show. Big up to everyone that's tuning in right now. Smash that like button, share it across all social media platforms. Final thoughts for me is that, yes, I'm looking forward to what's coming next for Manchester United in terms of the transfer window. Manchester United holics, Red United fans as well. Let's hope that the Baleba deal is gone over the line. I'm praying that it could be by the end of this week, but I know Manchester United, this is going to go on for another 2-3 weeks. It depends. Might be go on to the end of the transfer window. It might be a deadline day, but get Donnarumma in ASAP. Do not stall on the situation. Start negotiating. Pick up the phone to him, and start telling him what's your fee. Now that I know his wages are not that much, give him a good fee. Yes, we can agree 250 max, but in my opinion, I think if Manchester United, if he says £300,000 per week, I will say, yeah, take it, man. You're the best goalkeeper in the world, in the world. It is what it is, man. Back this week, Sunday, watch along. It's the first Premier League watch along. Arsenal this Sunday. I'm live at 4:15 p.m. So make sure you guys tune in. We've got the match reaction that will be uploaded as well. And then, of course, next week, Monday, the catch-up, we talk about the game and hopefully some more transfer windows, man. But it's been one hell of a show, one wonderful show. A lovely ending, a blessing from Uche towards the end of the show. And as soon as he heard his guy Onana getting this, he felt it in the spirit somewhere that I need to come on. He trained.
Wait. I'm gonna do something this weekend. Yeah, I'm going to recreate the dummy of that goal you're talking about to show you that there's no how you could have expected him to push it this other way. I'll show you, man.
In your Instagram, the one that you do the challenges, right? That's what you're gonna do, yeah?
Yeah, I'm gonna do that particular one. Show you that it is not as look at the close range. You can't expect him to actually get that ball this way. Yes, with his foot was the best option, but that's the absolute option at that point in time.
It's just one. That's just one of the 10 mistakes.
Which one was that one? Which one was that one?
That was in the final. That was the close range shot inside the box. They actually put his hand and he came out.
Oh, that one, the final.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. If you look at it,
that one upset
very
me.
well
That
on
one
the close
upset me.
range. That was a close range shot. He has to react.
No,
and
that
that's
one
the
really
way.
What was that one? What was that? The Europa League final?
No, the Europa League final when he touched and tried to bring it back out again, yeah, but he went.
Oh, the one where throw
and
past
next
and
thing you know, he's sitting
I'm
there and he's doing this.
So that's so awesome, man.
That's not the one. I'm gonna do it.
I'm looking forward to send that to the group when you said it. I want to see that.
Yeah, it's in the group. I'm gonna show you in the group. Don't worry, I'm gonna show you in the group. Don't worry. I'm gonna show you right now.
What it is, man. Big up to everyone that's tuning today. This has been your catch-up podcast. Till next week as well, and then Sunday. Remember to subscribe to the channel. This will be available on all audio playback such as Spotify podcast and Apple Music podcast and Amazon podcast as well. Till next time, peace and love. Remember to keep it united, and most importantly, remember to keep it Red United. We are out. Peace.